Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is the War Room. We are back for a 4th episode of Tank Mechanic Simulator. If you remember from last time, we dug up an old KV-1 and we were still collecting weapons and stuff where I suddenly had a thing I had to go do and we left it at that. So, I assume that we will pick that up there. Should be outside still. I don't think I brought the tank back. And we were looking for guns, so I believe if that's where it picks us up at, then that is what I will do, and then we can go inside the warehouse again, we can bring the tank back, and we can like restore it and everything, and then we can sell it after we repair it. Gonna have to pause the... hold up. So yeah, you can see we're in here, and don't see the KV-1. This concerns me a little bit. Just had to text someone real quick. Sorry about that. Oh, fell down. See, maybe our okay then I'll just restart the thing. We'll get to relive our favorite things. See, we're gonna redo this. Much fun. Just waiting for this to load. It takes a minute sometimes. There we go. Alright, we're on this map again. That's... oh, wait. I like the sound of this. It just says pump out mud, so that makes me think that it's already been excavated, but I see it. Alright, well, we're just gonna go ahead and drive over there. Come on, let's go. Gonna just get around this corner. I almost fell a little bit there. Yeah, we're gonna have some driving terrain difficulties. I'm not good at driving in this game. This game has really weird driving mechanics, I feel like. Don't remember this being how I played it, but you know what, maybe it's just something I didn't realize we had to do. So is my tablet info still filled out? Because I know there were like a bunch of guns. Sometimes if you look over there, it'll just like show you random stuff, like there's a gun inside the KV-1, I want to say. See how are we gonna get in? Why is it so weird? Like if I'm opening hatches now, it's just, that didn't seem like normal. Like how I would normally open a hatch, that didn't seem right. Oh, there's a DT in there. I want that gun. Give gun. Why not give gun? Alright, let's turn that annoying thing off. I don't even know what this is. What is a pump? Yeah, you don't need to be on. There's no mud here. Yeah, okay, there's a little mud here, but not enough for it to be a problem, so we're going to completely ignore it. So yeah, we're not far from where we were. We just need to pick up that one gun if we can. And yeah, we'll just clean this off now, I guess, then. So if anybody's ever played Pressure Washer Simulator, this might give you some similar vibes, because this is basically a pressure washer. Actually, I think it is a pressure washer, and very similar thing, I guess. Similar objective, just clean everything. Well, maybe not everything, but clean almost everything in this game. Clean, 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 clean. Oops, getting a little stuck on that cord, the little rope from the, or hose, I mean, from the pump. Got stuck on that for a second. So, I wanted to kind of like discuss a couple of things. First things first, I have gotten a little bit of new equipment for my U.S. Army outfit. I got an officer's cap, and I might be getting a suit soon to go along with it. I also found a globe from 1938 at the same antique store I found the cap at, and the suit. And, hold up, I'll be right back. Sorry about that. My mother needed me to do something. She is sick. She ate something at Texas Roadhouse last night, and it just didn't agree with her. It's probably food. The doctors are thinking like food poisoning, maybe. So, yeah, just pray for her. If you pray. I'm not gonna tell people who don't believe in God not to do that, but you should believe in God. If you don't, look into it. At the very least, please. Alright, that tank's clean enough. We don't need, yeah. You just lie down over there. We don't need you. Let's see if I can get this gun out. Why don't you want to... I can clearly see you. Ah! There we go. I don't... Oh, we're really in here. Okay, I like that. I need to get out though. So yeah, we picked up the gun. Alright, let's see. On the trailer. Now what I want to do real quick is I'm gonna run the drone over the area and make sure we don't miss anything. I don't know how they're gonna go anywhere right now. My vehicle's in the way, so gotta grab my tablet here, get the drone. Why did I leave the drone all the way back there? I'm not sure about that. Ground penetrating radar, drone. Alright, so drone, go over there. Alright, so the drone's gonna go over there and we're gonna scan the whole map. And again, this is a time I wish I had a speed up feature for live stream, so I could just kind of have this sped up for you guys, because this is going to take some time. But this is something that would be good to do with a normal video, is to edit it so I could speed it up. See, drone's almost up there. yeah. Now the drone's gonna come across the top edge of the map in just a second here. And I doubt it'll find anything like way over there. Go back to workshop using radial menu. I will do that when I feel like it. I am not gonna do it just yet though. It's a very nice atmosphere right here. You can hear like the crickets chirping, or maybe it's frogs. I don't know. Sometimes the frogs sound weird in video games. And we're next to a river, so it makes sense for it to be frogs. But yeah, I like ambience like this. This is good for video games. I like when they do that. Yes, I do realize that I didn't quite get that corner, but the legend's in the way, so I really can't see where I'm clicking. Plus, I doubt anything will be in the corners. I'm just doing this section for, like, you know, fun, I guess. I don't know. It's not actually functional, like, there's no real purpose. Just gotta wait for that. Wait for it to pick something up, I guess. And yes, I am aware that it's not completely covering absolutely everything, but the gaps are pretty small, so it should be fine. Come here. We need one lower than that, but you know, that's fine. Yeah, this is gonna take a while. I'm gonna scan around where we are, because that's gonna be like the most likely area for anything to be. So I'm just gonna bring the drone south. So nothing on that left side, I guess. Wait for it to get down in that corner, and then we'll bring it over to where I am now. Kind of that direction, that general direction. There we go. Alright, drone, come this way. We want to make sure there's nothing else around us that is quickly and easily accessible. I'm not going to actually scan the whole map. I could, but that's going to take way too long, and we've already done this for 15 minutes almost. Or not repair tanks for at least almost 15 minutes. Yeah, so I don't know what we got here. I'll just start going around the ring though with the drone. And this is going to cross the northern part of the circle. And we can just come over here. Well, it would appear there's nothing on the edges. Oh, picked up something. That's probably a gun or something like that. Either that or it's just, you know, our vehicle, which would make sense also. This strategy I'm using right now is working pretty well, so I'm just gonna keep doing it. I doubt there would be something like a gun right next to where I have my Jeep parked. It's probably the tank since it's loaded up like right in front of me now. Just do a finishing pass over the last little section here. There shouldn't be anything. I'm not expecting there to be anything. Alright, I think that's good enough. Yeah, it's basically, it picked up the KV-1, I'm pretty sure, so we're gonna head back to the warehouse. Back to workshop. Tank state 9%. Ooh. Spent $1,000. Okay, that's pretty good. Didn't spend that much. And we'll have lots of guns to put in the museum soon. So yes, we finally get back to the shop. But the KV-1 is not on my like list of priorities right now. I want to do tanks that I haven't done before, because believe it or not, there are a few tanks that I haven't like actually done. Like I want to have tanks that I can like put in my museum, not ones that I just kind of sell, put all that work in just to sell them. No, I mean I could keep the KV-1 and just sell the other one. Or I could just have 2 KV-1s. I could do that too. But I'm trying to get as many tanks as possible into the museum because you can't fit all of them. So my goal is to have as many different models of tanks as possible in there. And it's a bit difficult, but it's doable, I'm sure. So we'll look around the yard. We've got a Panzer of some sort here. Panzer. It's kind of hard to tell without the barrel. It's definitely a 3 or a 4 though. That's easy. I don't really know, but I'm not going to look. And I know this is a KV-1, so we're not going to buy this one. Because I've got 3 of... if I did, I'd have 3 of them then. And I do not need 3 KV-2s. Or 1s. So what is this? Pz.III or Pz.IV? I'm going to make a guess and say... Pz.III. It's going to be a Pz.IV, isn't it? Nope, Pz.III J. Okay, I was thinking a J model, possibly. I don't think I have a Pz.III J, so... Stupid. Buy tank. Let me... There we go. Buy tank. Yay. Oh, I already got from that trash pile. Yeah, these little trash piles outside your yard you can collect metal from and use them to craft parts, I think. I'm not entirely sure about how that function works though, because I haven't been able to get it to work as of yet. And you can buy tank blueprints. Like, I want to know what that means. Like, can I just get like new tanks in the game, kind of? Like, unlocking tanks, sort of? Because that would make some sense to make that the mechanic for that. But, possibly not. Because, you know, you can only restore the tanks you know how to restore. So, if you had the blueprints for tank, like a new tank, that would unlock it. Because now you know how to build it. So that's why I kind of think that makes a lot of sense for that to be the mechanic to install like new tanks into the game. So like the DLCs, or if you're playing on PC, the mouse, even though that's technically a base tank. I don't get to build it though, and that makes me so upset because I really was looking forward to putting the mouse together, even though it's like, you know, this enormous thing. And there's technically only one of existence, so I should only have to repair it once. Yes. There were two built. Don't really know what happened to the other one, but I know that the first one still exists. And it's on display somewhere in Eastern Europe, I think. Like Ukraine, Belarus, Russia, maybe. Somewhere in the former Soviet Union, probably. Since the Soviets captured the mouse, I think. Which is the only reason it still exists. And even then, the Russians really didn't respect the mouse. They just kind of like, yeah, war trophy. So they took it. They did the same thing with Hitler, although technically they didn't, because the corpse that they claim is Hitler's is technically a female. Yum, fruit punch. Kind of get the disgusting aftertaste from Kool-Aid though, because that's what it is, it's Kool-Aid. I don't think I have a Pz.III in my collection. So as you know, we are going to take absolutely everything apart, as per our little, like, ritual, I suppose you could call it. Everything must go. Come. Yep, you're coming. Come here. Come here. Okay, I realize there are parts there. I'm not an idiot. Whole machine gun, thank you. Can you come on out? Oh wait, gearbox hatches, those are somewhat important to take out. Driver's sight. Now we can take this off, right? No, there's screws first. Of course. Oh yeah, this is definitely a Pz.III. The Pz.IV had like less height here in this section. I feel like it kind of is a dead giveaway, but I didn't notice that at first. There's an antenna. Okay, well that's definitely not on the Pz.IV, so that's an easy way to tell the difference, I guess. Alright, I'm gonna assume these fastenings are for the mud flaps and not the wheels, as I was originally thinking, which makes sense either way. So yeah, that KV-1, it's not going to be of any worry for us for now. We're just going to work on the Pz.III here. Man, sometimes I wish I had a third hand, that'd be so useful. Because then I could do this and do something else at the same time, like scratch my nose. Because I just had to do that, so I had to pause there for a second. You guys aren't idiots. I'm sure you were able to figure something like that out. I gotta take the turret out to take that out. Okay, that's fine. So we're gonna need a lot of rods and suspension arms, clearly, because we don't have any of them, pretty much. We have very... Stop, that's not what I'm... Oh, I'm blind. I see. That's why I was... Okay, we're gonna do more of these bolts. Come here, get it. There we go. I did say I wanted to go over a couple things, didn't I? I didn't say just one thing, and I've only gone over one thing. So, I guess we can add one of those things that I want to go over now is that we're going to be working on this Pz.III instead of the KV-1. But I've already said that enough, so I'm not going to repeat myself again. I haven't gotten actually any requests, but I know most of you guys are probably thinking I should do a video on this whole war with Ukraine and Russia. And as I said in my Instagram post this morning, I will not be doing a video on Ukraine until the conflict is over, and therefore all the facts are straight up and easy to see, so I do not accidentally spread misinformation about what may have happened or what is happening now. I would think would be a better way to put that, because not doing the video now. That's why I said it the other way first. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But if you want to know more about Ukraine, I'll tell you the guy I follow on Instagram. Let me just find it for a minute. Give me a second here to find it. If you want to know more about Ukraine, look up OAF Nation Actual with an underscore in between nation and actual. So it's nothing's capitalized, there's no spaces. It's the letters O, A, and F, then the word nation underscore actual. And he's been sharing all sorts of information about the war in Ukraine. And if you want to know more, just follow him. He does posts very often, like more than daily. Like, I don't know how the man keeps that up. Like, it's incredible. Yeah, that's where I get all my information from, or at least most of it. But yeah, definitely check him out. And I will, like I said, I will be doing a video eventually on the Ukraine war. Where did I put that turret? Did I just set? Oh my gosh, I'm an idiot. Go to the different. Go back. Oh my god! Stop turning me around. What? Where did you teleport him? You didn't even turn me around. Why? Why are you like this game? All right, good. So we gotta get the engine now. Put it on stand 2 of engine. There you go. Now I can continue working on the Pz.III's interior and get everything stripping from it. So these lockers are some of the stuff you gotta kind of put in the you've gotta shoot, what was I gonna say? You gotta repair them. You can't just like have them, I guess. You have to actually outsource repairs. So oh, it's open now? Okay. But yeah, you have to repair them. Like, you have to seek out repairers, I guess would be a good way to say it. You can't just like make like repairs yourself, which I kind of think is stupid, because you can repair all these other things that are like much more complicated, it feels like. Like, look, I can fix all of these, like, I can fix this entire stinking turret, but I can't fix a locker? Like, why? Like, I get it if it's like wood. Like, you gotta completely replace that. Like, that's not repairable. That's gonna be dry rotted, and I mean, it's just not gonna be any use. But like a metal locker, I'm sorry, I just don't understand. Like, why can't I repair that? The game will not tell us. Oops, I fell again. I don't think there's anything on the turret. Turret exterior is done. Turret interior is completely gone. Alright, now I just gotta take the engine apart. Alright, so we gotta take all the little pieces out. Got an air filter pipe. That means we're missing one of those probably. Take the engine heads off. And look, the engine already doesn't look like an engine. Wait, is the engine actually completely taken apart? Okay, I didn't think so. It's like, that's not right. That should not be done yet. Gotta find all the little bits and pieces everywhere. It's 1% not done. Or 1% together, which means my job is 1% away from being complete right now. Oh, I don't like that. That's gonna be something I forget later. Ah, no hose. That means I'm gonna have to do more repairing. There we go. Now nothing's put together. So let's pull out our trusty rust remover. Yeah, rust removal tool. I was trying to say both of those at the same time. So that's what now you know that's what happens when you do that. Yeah, so we're just gonna de-rust the entirety of this tank by doing it in exactly one spot, because that's how the game works. For most of it, at least. Like with like this spray painting, you have to do pieces individually, or not spray painting, but for the for the pressure washing, you kind of have to do individual pieces. But even then, like if you're doing like the hull specifically, you don't actually have to do that. It's kind of stupid, I feel, but it's nice. Makes the game more enjoyable. So I'm not going to complain about it. Even though I technically already did complain about it, but you don't know that. You guys know that I'm not actually complaining. I'm just voicing a thought. I don't think I did the gearbox. I think I see rusty gearbox in there. Oh wait, I'm not supposed to prime that yet. No, you don't prime that at all. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Okay. And then just do some more spray painting here, and look at that. It's a Pz.III completely unassembled. Now I just gotta, come on, get up here. Alright. Boop. There we go. Let's just get the gearbox nice and shiny. Gearbox time. Gearbox is done. Okay. Now I gotta go to assembly mode. It's interior mode. There we go, assembly mode. Front armor plate. Put that bad boy right back on to the front of the I was gonna say ship. This is not a ship. This is a tank. Get your terms right, War Room. I don't think we had an optic covered. Yeah, okay, we didn't. I'll get to that eventually. And no, we definitely didn't have treads. I know that for sure. Oh, we're missing so many pieces. That's always fun. Transmission shaft, engine hatch B, not available. I'll bet the partition is also not available. And these lockers, not available. Shelf, alright, there we go. Evacuation hatch, we only had one. What is this? Driver's side. I do not remember removing the driver's side. But apparently I did, so we're just gonna accept that. Yeah, you can't do anything back here. Battery box. Don't think I had all of them. Yeah, I had A, but I don't think I had B. No radiator. Belts will have to be repaired. Put the partition in, we can do that. Radiator, don't have it. Fuel tank, I do have. Don't think I had a fuel cap though. I did not. Yeah, so this is gonna be one of those things where we have to buy almost all the parts. That's gonna be fun. Evacuation hatch, I did not have both of those. Assistant seat, did not have that. Locker C, did not have that. Radio operator site, I don't remember having that, and I don't, so that's good. Driver's seat, we have that. The floor, don't have a floor. Steering lever, yay, we have a steering lever. Do we have both steering levers? We do not. Do we have this normal lever? We do not. Yeah, as you can see, we're missing a ton of pieces on here. This is gonna be one of the longer projects, I feel like. Get out of my way. I want the gear element, that's all I want. Give me the gear elements. Don't have both of the gear elements. Okay, well this is clearly already going off to a great start. Yeah, nope, I don't get a gear element. Okay. Yeah, okay, don't have a sight. Antenna A not available. I don't think we had a trunnion support. Did have a hand crank though. Don't remember having a fastening back here. Can do the exhausts though, we did have those. Yeah, so this will be fun to do, is to buy everything. Which amazes me that like there's still like in the game at least there's this many you can just buy tank parts from World War II. Like you can't really do that today. There's not a lot of examples of World War II tanks left, sadly. So you can't just go up to like Google and be like, I want tank parts specifically for this tank, and then be like getting a million results. Like no, it doesn't work that way, sadly. I wish it did. I wish we could. I wish like there were enough World War II tanks left where we could just do that, but sadly most were destroyed because, you know, they're tanks. It's what they're built for. What's the learning curve for this game like? There really isn't much of a learning curve. It's just like they put you in the game, they give you the tutorial. The tutorial can be a little confusing sometimes, but unless you have like a glitchy version like I did, then it works fine. Like I don't know why, but mine just decided it didn't want to do it right, and I had to restart the campaign like 3 times. This was my third go through of the campaign, and it finally worked. I don't know why it glitched out the first 2 times, but it did, so I just kind of went with it. Just kind of accepted it and restarted then. And like I just said, it eventually worked. So yeah, not really much of a learning curve, because it's just campaign and then do it. But the campaign makes it very easy to understand how to play the game. Yeah. Don't have any more fasteners. That's a slight problem. I don't think I have any more roll wheel supports. Don't have any more of these either. Okay, well, I guess we got to buy everything else now, for the body at least. Motor shield, don't remember having that. I don't, okay. KV-2 just likes to disappear apparently. Oily cooler. Fuel hose is not gonna go in there. What is... Don't have an oil filter if I remember right. Okay, I do remember right. Good. I like when I remember right. Ignition magnetos. I don't have a pulley C. Oh boy, there's all sorts of stuff back in this section of the engine. Air filter pipe A. I don't think I had a second one. I did not. Fuel pump hose. I don't remember having that. Exhaust manifold. Didn't have those. Dang, I'm missing so many pieces. No, I know I don't have the motor shield. Stop. Stop. Stahlhelm. Stop. Okay, I would like to not be stuck on this thing. I don't know why the game is so weird like this, and it'll just do it. Yeah, you're welcome, Seth Hendricks. I don't mind helping out people as long as they ask, like in the comments, and I can see it, of course, because sometimes the comments don't come up. Because I don't look on my phone when I'm doing recordings. I just use PlayStation's live streaming chat. Probably should actually fix that. I should. But yeah, no problem, Hendrick. Nothing else I can do with the engine really, so we'll just move on to the turret, I suppose. For any long-time viewers of the channel, since like we started basically, so I guess not really that long-term, you'll know that I like to do the engine first. So as soon as I finish up with whatever I can do here, which probably isn't going to be much, then I'm going to go do the engine. I'm gonna go get the parts for the engine because I like the engine done. Because I like to take an outward in approach or inward out approach. Just go from the outside of the tank, or from the inside of the tank, sorry, to the outside. So get like the interior stuff done first. I do not have that, I bet. Okay, do I have both cannon base viewer B? Don't remember having that. Do I have both of these base attachments? I did not. Okay, I only had one. Hatch, I don't think I had an extra of. Commander's seat. Do not have locker. Do not have hatch A. Do got the commander seat. Nope. Okay, I don't. Never mind. Got the gunner seat then. I feel like we're missing parts here already that I had when I took it off. That happens sometimes. You just gotta attach other pieces. Okay, didn't think so. Ah, well that's all I can do right now because I don't have the parts for anything else. So that's fun. So I'll start working on the de-rusting and everything else that you do when you restore these tanks in Tank Mechanic Simulator. All the grinding, all the hours I've put in. Not many, actually. This is a pretty quick game. You can usually get, if you're good, you can usually get like a tank done every like 2 hours, maybe 3. Yeah, not nearly as long as it takes to actually restore a tank, because if you've ever looked at, like, for example, the National Museum of the United States Air Force, I know they don't build tanks or restore tanks, but they do restore aircraft, and aircraft are larger than tanks. And it takes them like years usually to restore tank or aircraft, especially if they're in a bad condition to start off with. So basically it's basically the setup I have with this. This thing's in awful condition because I just pulled out my scrapyard basically, and what was I gonna say? I love that when your brain just decides not to tell you what you were gonna best say. That's always fun. Yeah, but it takes them years to restore our plane, like if it's in really bad condition like this tank is, and so I would just naturally assume it would at least take a year to put together a World War II tank, especially considering that aircraft were mass produced, especially American aircraft, and tanks were not as mass produced. They were still mass produced in some respect, but not nearly as much as aircraft or ships were. Like the Liberty class cargo ships, those things were being produced like once every 4 hours, which for a boat, that is extremely impressive. Like most of the time for like cargo ships like that at the time, it would take like a couple days. It would take much longer than that. Like I think the quickest ship ever built was during World War II. It took 4 days for them to build one of those Liberty cargo ships. I think it was a Liberty. Don't quote me on that. And yeah, it took them like 4 days to build it. That's insane. Like normally it would take, like under normal circumstances, they'd be building those ships like it would take them weeks, if not like a month or even longer, to do one of those ships. Then you like put in the mass producing and like the emergency like lend-lease program to Britain, and you get like the war support and everything, and now everybody's in the workforce, and now you have the people to be able to produce these ships so quickly, and it just adds up and snowballs, and then you get to this point where you can just crank the ships out like consistently, like constantly. I mean, not consistently. So it's really interesting that like the economy could just like flip on a dime like that, basically. Like it went from being like in isolation in 1937, let's just say, right before like all the hostilities started, and well, not all of them, I guess, but before most of these hostilities had started, and then you compare it to the 1944 economy of America. Just like, how many years is that? That's what, 8 years? 7 years, yeah. That's 7 years. And the economy is this, like, it's the largest economy in the world. You go from isolationism to a global support, like the global crutch of the economy, basically, or the one nation crutch for the global economy, I think is what I'm trying to say here. So yeah, the Second World War really proved to be beneficial towards the American economy, and I think a lot of people really overlook the effect that the economy had in the war. Like, if you didn't have that economy, you wouldn't be able to produce the ships to transport goods to London. You wouldn't be able to produce the supplies that are being sent on those ships. Like, it's just a whole mess of things. Like, a lot of people give the Soviet Union more credit than I feel like they should during World War II. Now, I'm not saying that the Soviets didn't deserve their respect, but they give them a lot more like of the credit than I think they deserved, because, I mean, think about it. The Allies, they opened like 3 fronts in just 2 years, alright? They opened a front in Africa, they opened the front in Italy, they opened the front in France, all in like 2 years. And they waged a war against the U-boats, basically just America, with like some supporting British ships. And they waged war against the U-boats, and like really did a good job once they developed convoy tactics. And they probably sent like billions upon, well, probably close to $1 trillion at least in goods to Great Britain. And like, it's really overlooked how much like the other Allied nations did, especially before the Allied landings in Normandy, because like North Africa is always overlooked because it's not important, quote unquote, but it is, because since Vichy France was installed in mainland France, the Free French had to operate out of the colonies, and even then the Vichy French government controlled most of the colonies except for like one in Africa, and so they kind of operated with the Allies to bring down the Axis in Africa. Although that's not really taught, and you gotta really look into it. Like, there's a lot of obscure things in World War II that you really won't know about. Like, that hat I mentioned earlier that I bought from that antique store, it belonged to a sergeant, I want to say Sergeant First Class, or maybe it was a staff sergeant. And the person it belonged to used to be on the U.S. court in Missouri. He was like a judicial courtsman in Missouri, like the Supreme Court kind of, but only for the states, not like the Supreme Court for like the whole country. I don't know what I'm saying, actually. I don't really know how that system works as well as I do the rest of them, but that's, I'll bet you know what I'm trying to say. Like, he was really high-ranking judge in Missouri, basically. Like, he was on the Supreme Court, and it belonged to him when he was in the service from 1944 to 1946. And he was drafted before he completed college, so he actually went back after the Second World War to go to college in law, and that's how he came into being a judicial. So that's I like to do my research on stuff that I have. This is one of the few opportunities I've actually been able to go in depth with the research, because the hat or the cap, it's an officer's cap, was still in the box that it had been delivered to him in, and it had his name on it, and it had it had the hat size, it had all sorts of information on it. Like, it's not really legible, not because it's faded or anything, it's just really bad handwriting, it seems, but it's really interesting. Just his name was John R. Gibson, if you want to look him up. Yeah, that's where I got my hat from. And there's also a suit at that store that I could have bought, but it was like $70 some, and I'm not sure if I wanted to get it or not. But I might be getting it. I might not. Like I said earlier. This isn't what I meant to do. I meant to do this. Go to the tanks analysis and buy all the missing parts. The tank's already worth $2,000, and it's got nothing on it almost. No, I don't need you to... No. Oh, there we go. There. So I just bought all the... I guess I just bought all the missing parts. I just want to make sure of that. Buy missing parts. Accept. I don't know if I did or not. We'll check here in just a second. Alright, so let's see if I did. I didn't. Okay. Alright. Give me a second here. I'm sure that I'm not missing. I'm sure that here we go. I forgot to accept. There you go. That's what the problem was. How much is it going to cost me? $13,000. How much money do I have? Almost $2 million. So that's pocket change for me. Ha! I laugh in the face of the hilariously low cost of buying dirty gear of tanks, because everyone knows that that would be so much more expensive in real life. That would easily cost a few $100,000, if not a couple $1 million, just buying like almost all of the parts for a tank. That's hilarious. I feel I'm like, just give me this for extremely cheap. And just don't question it at all. I should still be able to hit that with this on it. And now we actually have all the. We should actually have all the parts. Yay! Generator, pulleys. I could put the pulley wires and the V-belts in, but I'm not going to yet because those are going to have to be repaired, so there's no point in doing it. Same thing with the fuel hose. I see you, fuel hose. Don't think I don't. And I'm pretty sure there's another hose. Yeah, I think that's the same one though. Oh, dipstick, dipstick. These things, I miss these every single time. Alright, like, they're so small. How do you see them? You don't. That's just it. But now that we have all the parts, we can put everything back together. And I realized right now that I didn't actually finish the process on all of the pieces I already had on there. So I'm not going to put everything on. I'm just going to put a little bit more on and then do that. I just now realized that I really didn't finish the process. And I'm kind of somewhat upset about that because I feel like I should be able to remember that, but I didn't, like an idiot. So I will fix that in just a second. Radiator, fans, wow. Oh, engine cover, don't need that right now. Don't even have the engine done. Can't have the engine cap. Let's put all these pieces in here. Oh, there's doors? Oh no. Is this gonna be some of those things you have to repair? I feel like it is. That's gonna be annoying. Probably, at least. I'm not gonna say that for certain. Alright, which one of you was missing the emergency hatch? There you are. Don't know what just happened there. Fastening, yes. Put that fastening. Fascinating. I don't know where I'm going with this. Fastening. Yay. Fastening. Fastening. I want the front fastening in. Oh, 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 this is not what I was expecting. Get my little screwdriver over here, thank you. Can we drill them now? That'd be nice. There we go. I usually do videos on the weekend, I know, but like I didn't do one this weekend, and I want to apologize for that. I was away. I was up seeing a friend. It was his birthday. Turned 16 today. So you know you got to be there for them. He's not exactly a popular kid, so I have to kind of be there for him. So I don't mind it because I know that he would do the same for me. Like I don't expect much from him. He's kind of had it rough, so I try to be there for him when I can. Yeah, but I'm gonna have to end the stream soon. I don't like to do streams that are longer than an hour unless I have good reasoning. Like I've done a couple in the past, and we were doing like a play event with my friends, Looking and Phineas McClintock. Check out his channel if you like mine. And we were doing a play event kind of together, so I had a legitimate reason to do it for 2 or 3 hours like I did. And that's not gonna happen often, though, I can tell you. I'm not gonna have a lot of live streams that are that long. That's one of those very few occurrences of really long live streams. I don't like to do long live streams because people don't watch them because they're so long. Or at least they don't watch them as much as they would watch like shorter videos. So once I get this like a little section of like putting stuff on, I'm gonna end the stream, and then we'll pick up here next time, which will probably be this weekend. If not, then this weekend's video is probably gonna be either Ace Combat or War Thunder with Friends. Either that or there'll be no video this next upcoming weekend because I won't be here. I don't know for sure. But if I am here, I will do a video. If I can, of course. I don't see a reason why I shouldn't be able to, but just in case, I like to be cautious. Just in case there is something that comes up, I don't want to kind of like give false hope. Yeah, this is almost done. We've almost got this done. But yeah, if you want to see a specific game, you want to see me play a specific game, leave it in the comments. Like I said, I'm going to be doing Ace Combat eventually, probably soon. I'm already doing War Thunder, Tank Mechanic Simulator, Minecraft. Although Minecraft's going to be kind of a side thing, it's not the main focus. And I plan on eventually doing Star Wars Battlefront, but that's again going to be more of a side thing. Because this is not a Star Wars channel, this is a World War channel. Oh, I want to take the engine cover off, I didn't mean to put that on there. Oh, I gotta take the tow rope back off. Okay, that's fine. There we go. There we go. Alright, so I'm thinking I'll probably have to take a bunch of this out, but I just want to have everything kind of like put in. Like these belts, they're gonna have to come back out probably, because they're not gonna be those things. They're gonna be they're gonna be part of those things you have to repair. Sadly. Get the jack up here. Fire extinguisher. No, not the engine cover. Fire extinguisher. Box lid. Fork. Antenna. Got a couple roller wheels on here, might as well finish them off. Then get the suspension. Oh, the suspension's already on there. It's just Weird, okay. Then I guess I can do some parts for the turret here. Okay, I really would like it not... I would really like it if the game would not assume what I'm trying to put on. I'm trying to put on that little base attachment. Let me do it. Come on, there you go. Alright, now I can start putting the rest of this in. Still, I feel like we're missing pieces in here, because we probably are. Ooh, locker. That we'll have to take out later, probably. Another hatch, that's good. Very good. Roof hatches, very useful. Thank you. Now we're protected from, I don't know, machine gun fire. Commander's safe. Inner barrel sleeve, that'll be useful. On a tank, thank you very much. Yeah, the barrel's done, I think. Assembly wise at least. Ah, here we go. These are what those holes are. We'll put those in. Yeah, we will start repairing this as soon as I get my next video. So until then, this is the War Room signing off.